Just half an avocado before bed builds muscle and prevents senior falls. Hey there, friends. I'm Daniel Brooks, your slightly over-caffeinated health storyteller who believes that laughter burns calories and that snacks, yes, the right ones, can keep you stronger than your grandkids' gaming thumbs. Today, I've got 7 power-packed snacks and a few funny stories that'll make you chuckle and help you stay steady on your feet. Because let's be honest, if we can build muscle while snacking and laughing, that's a gym membership I can get behind. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, Daniel, I don't need muscles, I just need to make it up the stairs without sounding like a harmonica. Trust me, I get it. When strength slips, everything feels harder, carrying groceries, getting up from the couch, even reaching for that TV remote that always falls just out of reach. But here's a fun fact, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 4 Americans over 65 takes a tumble every year, and most of those falls happen at home, usually between the fridge and the recliner. The good news? You don't need to live at the gym to fight that. These 7 snacks are simple, delicious, and scientifically proven to help your muscles stay strong and your balance stay sharp. So if you're ready to snack smarter, laugh louder, and maybe even outflex your grandkids, hit that notification bell, grab your favorite chair, and let's dive right into the tastiest way to stay on your feet. 1. Edamame. You know those bright green pods they serve at sushi restaurants, the ones you pop open and toss into your mouth like pistachios with training wheels? That's edamame, and if you've never thought of it as a muscle-building tool, buckle up. 1 small cup of steamed edamame packs around 17 grams of protein, and not just any protein, the kind that's complete, meaning it is all 9 amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle tissue. Think of it like giving your muscles all 9 tools in the toolbox, not just a wrench and some tape. Scientists at the University of Illinois found that older adults who included at least 25 grams of soy protein in their meals showed significantly higher hand grip strength after 12 weeks, which basically means fewer shaky steps and more confident reaches for that top-shelf coffee mug. But what really makes edamame special isn't just the protein count, it's how gently it works. Those soy isoflavones act like a friendly oil for your joints, helping bones stay firm while muscles stay flexible, a combination that keeps you balanced instead of wobbling. And honestly, there's something comforting about snacking your way to strength while watching the evening news. I know folks who keep a bowl of it by their recliner and pop them like popcorn, feeling a bit smug knowing each little bean is a micro gym session in disguise. If you ever need a fast trick, steam a batch in the microwave for 3 minutes, sprinkle a pinch of sea salt and a drop of olive oil, then keep a few servings in the fridge. Whenever that mid-afternoon hunger hits, grab one, it's your edible resistance band. And here's something I bet you didn't know, mash your edamame with a squeeze of lime and call it green guac. It's higher in protein and stays fresh longer, plus no one at your family barbecue will suspect they're eating something that's practically a bone protection supplement. So the next time you see those tiny pods, remember, each one is a small green weight you lift with your fork. They're not just snacks, they're proof that nature sometimes hides strength inside the simplest things. 2. Turkey jerky. Now let's move from the soft green stuff to something that bites back, turkey jerky. This one's for the folks who like their snacks with a little chew and a lot of attitude. Jerky is basically lean turkey that's been dried to perfection, no carbs, barely any fat, and 10 solid grams of protein per ounce. What's fascinating is how the drying process actually concentrates those amino acids, making it pound for pound one of the most efficient protein snacks on Earth. According to the National Institute on Aging, seniors who consistently hit at least 1.1 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily maintain significantly stronger leg muscles after 4 years, and jerky is one of the easiest ways to reach that goal without firing up a stove. But let's be honest, jerky can be stubborn. Which brings us to one of my favorite true stories. There's this gentleman, Ron, 63, from Ohio. His doctor tells him, "You need more protein, Ron, try turkey jerky." So he goes to Costco, grabs a family-sized bag like a champ, and that night he sits down to watch baseball with his new health food. He opens the bag, pulls out a piece, but it's so tough it could double as roofing material. He tries to bite it, nothing. Tries to break it, not a chance. So Ron stands up, grabs each end, and pulls like he's in a strongman competition. 10 seconds later, pop. The jerky rips in half, and one piece flies across the room, smacks the wall, and leaves a perfect oil stain shaped like Texas. His wife walks in, sees him sweating, arms still raised, and asks, "Are you eating or doing CrossFit?" Ron, panting, says, "Both." He swears he doesn't need a gym membership anymore. "A bag of jerky from Costco gives me a full body workout." That story cracks me up every time, but it's also proof that this snack really makes you work for your strength. And while you don't have to wrestle with your food like Ron, there are a couple of tricks that make jerky more effective and a lot gentler. First, look for low-sodium, nitrate-free turkey jerky. Your heart and kidneys will thank you. Second, pair it with something light and sweet, a few apple slices, maybe 5 or 6, because a touch of natural sugar helps shuttle those amino acids straight into your muscles faster. Think of it as turning the protein highway into the fast lane. So next time you're tempted by chips, grab the jerky instead. It doesn't just feed your muscles, it gives your jaw, arms, and sense of humor a little workout too. 3. Cottage cheese. Alright, let's wind down a little, and talk about the food that works while you sleep, cottage cheese. I know, it looks like yogurt's awkward cousin, but don't underestimate it. It's rich in casein, a protein that digests slowly, very slowly, feeding your muscles throughout the night like a slow drip of nutrition. That's exactly what you want after a long day of gardening, walking the dog, or simply keeping up with your grandkids. And it's not just talk. Researchers at Penn State University found that older adults who ate about 30 grams of casein protein before bedtime increased their overnight muscle-building activity by 22% compared to those who didn't. You're literally growing stronger in your sleep. There's something kind of poetic about that, isn't there? You've spent all day moving, and now your body gets to rebuild, quietly, steadily, cell by cell. But let's make it a little tastier, because cottage cheese doesn't have to feel like a chore. Mix in a spoonful of chia seeds and half a teaspoon of honey. Within 5 minutes, the chia thickens the mix into something like pudding. It's creamy, a little sweet, and full of omega-3s that soothe inflammation in your joints. Or go savory, stir in some chopped tomato, a sprinkle of pepper, and a tiny drizzle of olive oil. Either way, you'll sleep like you just signed a peace treaty with your metabolism. The trick most people miss is fat. Don't buy the zero-fat version. A small amount of fat, say 2% milk fat, actually slows digestion further, giving your body a steady stream of protein for 6 or 7 hours. That means your muscles stay fed all night long, reducing the risk of weakness or nighttime cramps. Keep a small cup by your bedside fridge if you've got one. When you wake up for a glass of water, take 3 spoonfuls. It's like a muscle insurance policy, paid in dairy. And the next morning, when you get up and feel that solid steadiness in your legs, remember, it wasn't luck. It was cottage cheese doing night duty so you could start the day strong. 4. Avocado, half. Let's start with the avocado, that smooth, buttery fruit that looks like it's made for Instagram but secretly works like a personal trainer. Half an avocado gives you about 250 milligrams more potassium than a banana, and that's what keeps your muscles firing right. Without enough potassium, your muscles can't contract properly, which means wobbly steps, leg cramps, and that awkward moment when you stand up too fast and have to grab the chair. Scientists from the National Institutes of Health found that older adults who consumed higher potassium diets had a 40% lower risk of muscle weakness and falls compared to those who didn't. So yeah, that green mush on toast. It's basically balance insurance. Now, I know you've probably had avocado toast before, but here's how to make it muscle smart. Spread half an avocado on whole grain toast, but instead of leaving it plain, sprinkle a tiny pinch of sea salt and squeeze a few drops of lemon. The acid actually helps your body absorb potassium faster. It's like giving your bloodstream a green light. And don't skip the little black spots in the flesh, that's where most of the antioxidants live. Funny thing, my neighbor, Helen, swore off avocados for years because she said, they're too fancy. Now she eats half every morning and says she hasn't stumbled on her porch steps since last Christmas. Coincidence? She winks. Maybe not. If you've got a blender, toss half an avocado with ice, a spoon of yogurt, and a splash of milk. You've got a smoothie that tastes like dessert but acts like a leg stabilizer. It's rich, smooth, and your knees will thank you later. 5. Sardines in olive oil. Now, onto sardines, the tiny superheroes of the sea. I know. They smell like your grandpa's tackle box. But stay with me. A single can of sardines gives you around 20 grams of protein plus omega-3 fatty acids that help muscles recover and keep inflammation down. And here's the real kicker, sardines come with their soft, edible bones, packed with calcium and vitamin D, which are crucial for bone density. According to a report from the Harvard School of Public Health, seniors who consumed fatty fish twice a week improved their lower body strength and coordination measurably within 6 months. Translation? Stronger legs, fewer slips, better balance. The trick is to eat them smart, not like a dare. Open the can, and instead of draining that olive oil, use it. That oil holds most of the nutrients. Mash the sardines with a fork, mix with a spoon of mustard or lemon juice, and spread it on crackers or toast. The flavor becomes bright and almost smoky, no fishy aftertaste. If you're feeling fancy, add a little chopped onion or tomato. I had a friend in Florida who swore sardines kept him stronger than the neighbor's labradoodle. He was 82, still mowing his lawn, and he'd wink and say, "It's the fish power." Maybe he was right. Here's a sneaky little move: after you eat them, rub a bit of olive oil from the can on your hands before washing. It's full of vitamin E and makes your skin smooth. So the snack that builds your bones doubles as a moisturizer. Now that's efficiency. 6. Almond butter on celery sticks. Next up, almond butter on celery sticks, the snack that sounds too simple to be powerful but secretly does a lot of heavy lifting. Almond butter isn't just tasty, it's a protein-fat combo that fuels your muscles for hours without spiking blood sugar. Just 2 tablespoons give you 6 grams of protein, plus magnesium, the mineral your muscles rely on to contract and relax properly. A study by the Mayo Clinic showed that older adults who maintained healthy magnesium levels had up to 35% better muscle performance scores. That means you get up from your chair smoother, walk steadier, and feel stronger overall. Here's the fun part: celery adds crunch but also hydration. It's about 95% water, which keeps your joints lubricated. Together, they're like peanut butter and jelly for grown-ups with better taste. Spread almond butter on a few celery sticks, no need to measure, just enough to coat, then sprinkle a pinch of cinnamon or chia seeds on top. Cinnamon helps with blood flow, chia adds omega-3s. It's fast, clean, and surprisingly filling. One day, my friend Carol told me she brings almond butter packets to bingo night. "It keeps my brain sharp," she said. Turns out, she's onto something: the healthy fats in almonds boost brain function. She eats her snack, wins half the time, and says it's her luck spread. Honestly, if eating almond butter gives you both muscle and bingo victory, I call that a win-win. If you want to make it easier, keep a small jar and some washed celery sticks in your fridge. When you get that afternoon slump, grab one instead of cookies. It takes 20 seconds, and your body thinks it just got a personal trainer's approval. 7. Hard-boiled egg with smoked paprika. And finally, the humble hard-boiled egg, the snack that's been around since long before protein bars became trendy. One egg gives you about 6 grams of complete protein and all 9 amino acids your muscles crave. Plus, it's loaded with choline, which keeps your nerves firing properly, essential for balance and coordination. Researchers at the University of Connecticut found that adults who regularly consumed eggs had significantly higher muscle strength scores and better walking speed than non-egg eaters, even without changing exercise habits. Not bad for something that costs less than $1. But let's make it interesting. Slice that egg in half and dust it with a pinch of smoked paprika, not just for color, but because paprika contains capsaicin, a natural anti-inflammatory that helps your muscles recover faster. It also makes the egg taste like something out of a fancy tapas bar. If you want to up your game, sprinkle just a few grains of sea salt and a drop of olive oil. Suddenly it's gourmet fuel. I once met a retired firefighter who swore by what he called his egg bomb. He'd boil 6 eggs on Sunday, peel them, and keep them in a container. "Every time I feel tired," he said, "I pop one like a vitamin." The man was 70 and still chopping his own firewood. And honestly, he might be onto something. Eggs digest easily, fuel your muscles, and they're easy to take anywhere. A little known trick: after boiling, drop them in ice water for 10 minutes. It stops the cooking instantly and keeps the yolks creamy instead of chalky. Then keep a few in the fridge, they last a full week. You'll always have a grab-and-go snack that's basically a muscle recharge button. Alright my friends, before you go reaching for another handful of almonds, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and most importantly, share this video with someone who needs a little muscle and a big laugh today. And hey, if there's a topic you'd love to see next, drop it right down in the comments. I actually read them all while sipping my morning coffee. So, to wrap it up, your health isn't something to get to later. Every snack, every step, every choice matters. Ignore your muscles now, and one day even tying your shoes might feel like a marathon. But tell me this, have you ever wondered which everyday drinks could secretly make your balance worse? Stick around, because that's exactly what's coming next. And while you wait, check out the video I've linked on the screen. It's packed with more easy ways to protect your strength and your smile.